Hello, family. I'm going to be exceedingly brief today. Due to coronavirus and the tornadoes, and within my own personal life, my wife, of course, we're pregnant, and the thoughts hitting me, of course, my family not really being able to be involved in my child's life as much as what they would be in a normal situation on the planet. And just about a million other things going through my mind since I woke up this morning. From the beginning of my day until 30 minutes ago, I felt like I had been kicked and punched in the stomach a million times over. I just could not shake sadness and anger and irritation and annoyance and depression and just all of these negative feelings. I just could not shake it. I have seen too much devastation from the tornadoes and the aftermath. I have seen too much harm come to families. I have seen this coronavirus and had to take such precautions with me and my wife that it is absurd and insane. I have seen and taken losses in this situation that surrounds all of us. And I know that my position is not special. I know that just as I have taken losses, you have taken losses, and some of you far greater than my losses, probably greater than my understanding. But as you are people, I am also people. I understand you, and you understand me. And so I've had this negative feeling surrounding me all day. Just felt defeated all day. I lost my hope, and I've been studying all day trying to find it so that I could make this video, because I don't want to come on here and look and seem defeated. And I have not been a single day through this thing until this morning. And I just felt like I had no hope. And so I recorded a video, and I was talking about Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 8 and 9. And the whole idea is, of course, the scripture says that all things are wearisome for men, that the eye does not see what would make it content, nor the ear hears what would make it content, that there is nothing new underneath the sun, but instead what you see today has already been before, and what has been before you will see again. And the thought process was, well, if I can get on here and make a video and tell you that just like all the stuff that is around us that we would deem negative, or that we would deem bad, or that we would deem destructive, or that we would deem pandemic, just as it has been before and it is now, so too then should the good and everything that came before all this trash be again, right? And oh man, there was so much hope in that message, and I had none of it. I can't fake emotions. I cannot fake moods. I am born without that ability. I could not fake it. And so I said, okay, that's not it. It just isn't. It's not what it is. So then I had this great idea about Joseph, about how Joseph had to suffer loss. And every time that he suffered loss, it shook up his comfortability. You know, he's with his family. He suffered loss. He got sold into slavery by his brothers, got comfortable as a servant. You know, shake up happens again. The servant master's wife came on to him. He rejected her. He got sent to prison. So then he's in prison, you know, and uncomfortable again. Then he gets taken up into the palace, uncomfortable again. Had to get comfortable. And every time it just was a loss of comfortability. It was a loss of what we've known. It was a new frontier every time for Joseph. I was like, man, that's a great lesson. And I looked at my face, and I felt within my spirit, and I just knew there's no hope in me or in it. It's not there. It's not there. And so then I came back over here to the house, and I just poured everything out to my wife. And my wife, God bless her, she just loved me through it and in spite of it. But I couldn't shake it. She couldn't help me shake it. I prayed. I couldn't shake it. Nothing would would bring me back in to what I'm supposed to be, what I have to be, what you have to be. And then I sat down here at the computer and a thought came to my head, and I put it into my computer, and I got all these pretty little scriptures coming back at me. And I did my word study, and in that moment I felt cold chills go from the top of my head down my spine, and I realized at that moment I've got hope in this one thing, and this one thing's what I need to say right now in this moment, with everything that is going around in our neighborhood, with everything that is going around in this world, and every circumstance that you are dealing with right now. This one thought is what I need right here. The word is tikva, Tiqvah, and the chords or the concordance and Strong's concordance, it's 8615. It is in pretty much every chapter of Job, just about. Every time that Job mentions the word hope, it is tikva. But also in Joshua in 2:18, where he tells them the lady to tie the cord around the window, it is cord there. The literal meaning of tikva, this word that has got my hope back restored, is a cord. But the figurative understanding of the word and why it's translated to hope in Ruth, in Job, in Psalms, in Proverbs, the reason that it's translated to hope every single time that it mentions it as hope, it is a lingering, a longing, an attached hope. Every time that it is mentioned as hope, it is to pull off of the literal definition of the cord, where it is the cord is something that is only valuable because it's tied or it's fastened. You know what I mean? That's what a cord is there for. It's there to attach. Your hope is only valuable, and in every context that it is used in these scriptures, it is only valuable if it is tied and attached. See, the problem with me this morning was I had no hope attached. I had burned through all of my supply. Every bit of supply that I had left over from when we were still able to conduct church services. I gave out every bit of my hope in that sermon series. I gave out every bit of my hope talking to my wife and telling her everything's going to be okay with us and this baby. I gave out every bit of my hope in the 2 trips that I had to take to the hospital with her. I gave out all of my hope in talking to my family about the baby and having to conduct Easter over an app. I have given out all of my hope. And so this morning I woke up and my reserve was on empty. And I just know that me being a person and you being a person, we can understand each other. Surely some of you out there right now that are watching this, you are on empty. I'm telling you right now that hope is only good when it is attached, when it is tied down. We have to keep our hope attached to us at all times. You want to get depression, now's a great time to get it because it's going to be there. You're going to have to fight it off every single day that you wake up because you need to have your hope on your sleeve. You need to have it attached to your person at every moment of every day, because if you think tornadoes will cease, they will not. If you think that viruses will cease, they will not. If you think pandemics and state of emergencies will cease, they will not. They have been around forever. They will continue to come back up. Ecclesiastes says that everything comes back. What we have to understand is on our hope with it attached to us is that along with all of this negative stuff that has chased us since we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, so too shall the good come back. The blessings will come back. The providence will be seen. Everything that is good about this world will be again. But we only get through if we keep moving forward, and you can only keep moving forward if you have hope. Depression will leave you wanting to do absolutely nothing. Sadness and anger and annoyance and irritation will leave you wanting to do nothing. Hope will make you drive forward a little bit further, dig deeper, a little bit deeper, and just keep on pursuing until you see your hope, the expectation that you have inside of you for the good that should be and will be. Until you see it fulfilled, that hope will drive you forward to see it. So I'm going to tell you right now, The man that I was this morning is not a man that I enjoy being, and it is not a man that I want to be again. And I'm going to tell you right now that some of you have woke up the exact same way through some of these days over this past 4, 5, 6 weeks. Some of you may wake up like this here in the future in a couple days, in a couple weeks. I want to tell you right now in that moment, what I want you to remember is Tikva. Your hope is only good to you should it be attached. Do not lose your hope. If it can get Job through, it can get you through. Have hope today. And if you've lost it, find hope today. And if you find it, do not let it go, because everything will try and come against you. And hope will get you through absolutely all of it.